I spent the last week debating whether or not I was going to watch this one, not because it's not good, but because I prefer it in English. But I don't have the English version on DVD anymore, and that's the only way to watch Case Closed. The Funimation dub is DVDs. So couldn't find that, don't have it in time, I don't want to miss it, so here I am. I watched it finally today, and I am ready to review Case Closed, Detective Conan's sixth movie, Phantom of Baker Street, which is really good. There's a couple context points I like to give before we get into it, which is, this is the last cel-shaded one I learned, which is really interesting. Came out in 2002 or something originally, and it uses AI and virtual reality in 2002, which is that's the plot points, which is really funny because now we have both of those things kind of happening in our lives. But it's nothing like in the movie, of course, just like every movie, but it's fun. I find these things more fun now than ever before. This movie kind of breaks a pattern, so to speak, after the other 5 movies. The first 5 movies, it's the first one that really, in my opinion, goes off the rails. It kind of does its own thing. It breaks even the quirks in the system it had already set up for itself, and it's like, hey, we're going to ignore this formula. We're going to spend the first 10 minutes not even looking at our main cast. You do not see Conan or anyone for at least 10 minutes. You focus in on this new character, you meet this kid, you hear his backstory, he's doing programming, he's a genius, he's making this advanced AI, and then he throws himself off a building. Then exposition rolls. Every Case Closed movie, Detective Conan movie, has this 5-minute exposition sequence where they go over all the facts you need. So that rolls, and we get into the rest of the movie, and that's how they start this movie. And it comes back up later. In this movie, unlike a lot of the rest, once you get into it, you actually see the bad guy murder someone. Usually they try and cover that, you see him, you know who he is the entire movie. It's the characters that have to figure it out. What makes it really interesting is that they bring this AI from the beginning of the movie in. It hijacks this virtual reality thing that the kids are doing, and they're like, hey, it brings out some great stuff. The kids get to be put in real danger since it's virtual reality. They're like, yeah, let's make it, put some stakes behind these actions. Let's actually, hurt them, so to speak, because it's less stakes. But it feels more stakes nonetheless. My favorite section of this movie is the last, 10 minutes. They find Jack the Ripper, they have this dramatic showdown, they have to solve this riddle. Conan almost gives up, and then he doesn't, and then him and the AI of the kid from the beginning of the movie talk. They, stop, and they talk, and they, bond, and it's a really sweet sequence, and it's one of the best times someone ever figures out that Conan is not just Conan. It's one of the best sequences ever. I'm going to give this movie, a 9 out of 10 for that alone. The rest of it's good, too, but, it hits really nicely, and it works really well.